Hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me today? I'm making sure my mic is on this time, honey. But how y'all doing on this pre-Friday? Okay, the pre-Friday is almost to the end of the week, y'all. We almost made it. We're going to do it. Okay, we don't do nothing else. We're going to get to tomorrow, okay? But hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is another night, okay? Another night of what? Pop culture, gossip news, switches, and whatnot, chit chat. Now, look, y'all know my new saying, ain't much going on around here. Ain't much going on around here, but we're going to have a conversation about the little bit that's going on. Okay, so it won't be long. We've been doing 2 hours or less, and we're going to keep it to that. Okay, I got some graphics. I have some share stuff, and we're going to get on to. We got some fashion to discuss today because it can't always be the little games or whatever. I want to keep y'all guessing. Sometimes it's fashion, sometimes it's games. We never know what it is. What we do know is on every day at 9 o'clock, well, not every day, every weekday, Monday through Friday, at least 4 of those days, I will always be live at 9 o'clock to discuss something, okay? Something. You know what I'm saying? So, please do a favor for me, and first things first, make sure that you've already subscribed to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and okay, because it's the thing to do, okay? You can also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter and TikTok. You can like the video. You can share the video, okay? You need to comment in the comment section, okay? But what matters is, hi, I'm here. And y'all can hear me. Look, y'all can hear me. I looked at my mic. I was like, Mike, I see you. You see me? I see you see me. We see each other. And it was like, okay, we on. And that's what matters because, Lord, I could not take no sound again, okay? But hello to the folks who are already here in the live. Thank you to those watching live. Thank you to those who will be watching the read of the play, okay? Because everybody might not be able to come around here every day in a live, okay? And I already know the first 10 or so minutes, don't nobody be remembering, y'all know Jaylee live? Is she? Yeah, she is. Well, let me get over it. Let me get around there and see what's going on, okay? But hey, how everybody doing, okay? Thank y'all for patiently waiting for me. Y'all know I look from 9 to 9:10. I'm waiting on y'all. I'll be waiting to see, okay, is anybody in the chat? Is anyone in the chat? Ain't nobody saying nothing. I'm gonna keep waiting. So from 9 to 9:10, I'm waiting for y'all to be in the chat, waiting for me. Okay, and then about 9:11, here I come with myself. Okay, but I thank y'all either way for waiting around here. Okay, but hello to the people. Okay, hello to the people. Hello, 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 mother. Hey, my. That's my mama. Okay, I share her with y'all a little bit. I share her with y'all just a little bit. That's it, just a little, okay? But hey. Okay? And as she said, welcome to today's live show and chit chat, okay? That's all it is. I am loving how I am embracing just having conversation about whatever's going on, be it a TV show and some gossip stuff, some random stuff. I am really enjoying this new kind of phase of making sure that we round here just having conversations, just talking, just discussing things, okay? But we here, girl. We here, okay? So that's what it is. I'm so passionate about the HBC stuff. I'm okay with Ain't no more. Look, the only time we would have that long of a live, it has to be worth it. Okay, I can't do the 4-hour lives every day no more. It takes so much time. Lord Jesus, Lord, I'd be so tired. I was playing, but no. I want longer chats when it's a lot of stuff to discuss. You know what I'm saying? And right now, it's real boring in these YouTube streets, in these gossip streets, or whatever. So I'm like, hey, when there ain't much going on, keep it to 2 hours or less. Now, when it's a watch along, that'll be a little bit long, okay? And when stuff be popping, we got 18 topics, it's gonna be a little bit long. But I'm just trying to, be here for y'all and whatnot, and have a good time and talk or whatever. And it's be right here on the corner. Okay, on the corner. She's our mom now. That's my motherfucking mama. That's my mother. I was playing. You know, so y'all can not share a little bit. Okay, but let's get to what we came here to get into, because I swear, every day I'm like, man, what are we gonna discuss? Because people, and y'all know I be trying my best not to cover heavy topics. So I have a plan, because some folk want me to cover heavy topics, but I don't want that to be here on the corner. So because I still need to build up my secondary channel, which is called JayLeesCorner Talk, I'm gonna put more heavy topics over there, just talking about stuff. And for those of you who want to have those conversations and see what's going on that kind of stuff, I'm gonna probably do that stuff there, because that channel got demonetized because I wasn't really on it, and then I was mad about that or whatever, so I have to now reapply for the YouTube program to get the channel monetized. But I'm like, I can easily, because y'all get fun, Jaylee, laugh, Jaylee, and the foolishness of it all. Okay, I have a serious side to you guys where I can have serious conversations. Y'all see that too. Y'all see that too. But I want to, make sure I'm doing both. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So for right now, I want to, like, when shootings happen, you know what I'm saying? When accusations happen, I want to have the majority of those conversations over there. Okay, the secondary channel. Okay, JayLeesCorner Talk. Okay, the link to that, I think it's in the description box, and it may be in the chat. Yeah, but I'm gonna put a link to it. So that's what that stuff will be. Okay, but we here right now for some things. Okay, but I hope everybody had a great day. I hope everybody is safe, sound, and in a good headspace. And if you're not in a good headspace, I'm gonna make you laugh today. Now tomorrow, I might not be live because, one, I got a hair appointment, and two, I really need to watch the Housewives of Atlanta to get the review out. And I promise y'all that going forward, the TV shows I'm reviewing, which is The Bell Collective, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Housewives of Atlanta. I'm also going to try to do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So those 4 shows will be the only 4 shows I review, but I'm going to have them out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'm going to watch them the night that they come on, review them that night, and do that. Because I won't be live much on weekends. Y'all see me live all week. I'm live every day all week. So the weekends, I'm going to leave, have my own life. I can watch a show, review a show. You know what I'm saying? And if I have to come live, I can, but I want to kind of have some structure. You hear me? Okay. Now, the secondary channel. Secondary channel is one with you. Yeah, I used to do the story times on here. I just stopped because I told a lot of stories, okay? And I'm like, girl, give me a break. And I just have not got back to it. But yeah, story times are on the channel, but now I'm going to have more stuff over there. So if you are not subscribe, okay? And I know it'll be slow going because it's a new channel. I only got like 2,300 subscribers on that channel, whatever. I ain't posted in months. So if y'all can just gradually float on over there, it'll be fine. Okay, but let's get to it. So I was able to make up a thing, make up some stuff for us to discuss. Okay, did some things mainly because I wanted to discuss the whole Joseline Hernandez and Amber Rose fallout because last week we know the fight happened and this week was out the fallout from it. That'll be last, okay? But let's get to a bit of fashion, okay? Now, the Tribeca Film Festival was going on, okay? Which means all the people who have all these movies coming out. It's the film festival, okay? It's all the folk that we love and whatnot. And so I have a few looks from the thing, okay? And we're going to discuss the thing and whatnot, okay? So first up, we have, okay, Gabrielle Union, we have Lala, we have T.S. Madison, we have Ryan Destiny, and we also have Yvonne Orji, okay? And I was like, oh, it's cute. I like it. Okay, well, some at all. Now, first of all, I saw the photo of Gabrielle Union first. I was like, I like that outfit. Where's she at? Where's she going? What's going on? And I was like, oh, shit, the film festival. Let me go see if I can find the red carpet. So because there are multiple movies, because the Blackening, which was what Yvonne Orji is in, Gabrielle Union is in a movie called The Perfect Something. Okay, it's a whole bunch of stuff. It's coming out on TV, on Netflix, in theaters, and wherever movies can be seen. Okay, however, when I seen Gabrielle Union, I'm like, I love this look. Okay, I love the ponytail of it all. I love the dress. Looked like I can make it bad rock. It reminded me of the Flintstones in the best of ways. Was there any black people on there? Was there any black people on Bed Rock? I can't remember. Was there black people on the Flintstones? I mean, I know on the movie Halle Berry was a black woman, but I can't recall on the cartoon if there was any black people. I don't know, but I feel like her outfit reminded me of black people. If they lived in Bed Rock, they would be fly. Okay, I love it. I can't believe I can't recall there wasn't no black people on. Girls, wasn't no black people on. How did we? And I'm up here loving the Flintstone cartoons, not even realizing I wasn't even there. So they had a whole cartoon of cavemen. It wasn't no black people. Lord, they had animals as servants. I guess that's even worse. But wasn't no black people? Oh, the Flintstones was racist. I didn't realize it just now. I am confused. Say no to cartoons. It was in the 50s. I swear, it just dawned on me because I'm like, her outfit reminded me of somebody who would be fabulous who lived in Bed Rock. And I was like, wait, I don't remember no black people. I don't remember no. And then Halle Berry was in the movie and she was around there embezzling with the white man and got arrested. Lord. Either way it go, Gabrielle Union looks amazing. I love the outfit. Okay, legs for that. And Gabrielle Union is she's 50 years old. She looks gorgeous. Okay, showing how black don't crack. Okay, let's get it going. Okay, let's get it started. Okay, anyway, Lala. Look, I'm not trying to hate on Lala at all. I'm not trying to hate on Lala. But why do I feel like no matter what Lala wearing, it looked like it's from a stripper outfit. Some part of it gives, and I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's I feel like that's her aura or not. Because Gabrielle Union is in a really short skirt. I don't get stripper. I don't get not from Gabrielle Union, but something about Lala and how she dressed just gives off. I want everybody to see my body because I got a job to work at Minjo, or not Minjo's, Lord Jesus, at at the strip club. You know, I'm the highest paid, best paid, classy stripper. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't. And I feel bad. I do. Okay. But the neon green, lime green, mesh body swimsuit with some silk wrapped around her ass, you know, it's cute. Hair up in a bun, it's ain't Lala don't look bad. She don't. But Lala just look like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I don't feel no elevation in her attire. It gives, expensive Fashion Nova. It gives the expensive part of Sheen or Shine or however that thing is pronounced. I don't know. I don't order from them. Okay, it gives the expensive side. Like if the highest outfit on Fashion Nova costs $200 to regular folks, she's wearing maybe a $400 dress from Fashion Nova, and I mean that respectfully. You hear me? She's a gorgeous woman. I'm just saying. Okay. T.S. Madison, and as she always say, heavy on the T.S. because y'all do know what a T.S. means, right? I'm just saying. Now, Maddie is in. I believe she's in the movie. I can't remember which movie she in. I feel like it like her outfit. Now, even though both she and Lala are in swimsuits or bodysuits and with something wrapped around them or some kind of other piece, I like Maddie's look. I really love the lace top dress she has on because for me it don't look cheap, but it looks fun. And it also fit Maddie's style. That's how Maddie dressed. You know what I'm saying? I like the hair. You know what I'm saying? I love the Janet Jackson. Is it what's up? The one where she was in the all white and she was round there with the man from a different world with the dreads. And it was raining because she heard from a friend today. Is it called Girl? I don't know. I think it's called Again. The hair gave me Janet Jackson video again. Okay, I love the big bangled earrings or whatever. The little Teflon back is cute. It's cute. I like it. Ryan Destiny. Okay, who we've known her from Star. I feel like I want to know her from something besides Star. I also feel like she's done stuff beside that, but I don't really know what it is, but I still like her. Now I know her and Key Powers got back together. I'm happy about that. Okay. But I was like, she dressed real cute. You know what I'm saying? It's age appropriate because she's not that young, but she also not old at all. She's in her early 20s. Okay. They say she looked like, she could be Gabrielle Union's daughter. And they're like, oh, she should play. Like if they redo Bring It, she could play Gabrielle's daughter. I love her style. I like that she's fully covered up top, but got the thigh. Okay, it's elevated fashion. Okay, because you on the red carpet for all these shows. Her man was in the big movie. You know what I'm saying? She can sing, she can dance, she's done some modeling. I really can't wait for her to come into her own. I don't know how she's gonna do that, but I want it to happen. Okay, I want it to happen. Okay, now, Yvonne Orji. Okay, she's in the movie The Blackening. We know her from her comedy specials. We also know her from. She was also in that movie with Lil Rel. She was also with Corpus and Insecure. He's making her own lane. It's a cute, simple black dress. It's cute. It's cute. It fits her well. You know, but it's boring, but it's cute, but it just happens to be boring. Okay, I wish it was a color. I love when we toss some color around. Okay, but her dress is like Maddie dress is all black, but the lace of it all, the detail and embroidery of it all gives a bit of difference to it. And Yvonne is just in a just a little black dress. A little black dress. Yeah, that's what this little black dress. Okay. So yeah, I wish it was a little bit more spectacular. Okay. Either way, all of these women look good. Okay. Next up, who is it? I don't remember. Okay. Now we have some people who are of a certain age. Some people who are of a certain age. And that don't mean nothing besides they're women of a certain age and they dress differently. Okay. We have Cyndi Lauper, we have Kim Cattrall, we have Model Aman, we have Rosie Perez, and I think that is it Laura Dern? No, I think her last name. I think it's Laura Dern. Y'all know who she is. Okay. Now, I was like, well, Cyndi Lauper with the hair up, it's a little bit purple, a lilac color. The suit, was cool. I don't like the red bustier up under it. Truthfully, it would have been better if the bustier up under it matched her hair or something. I mean, maybe it was white. I don't know, but for some reason, I don't like the red bustier. It's whatever. But it's a cute suit. I love a red lip. Kim Cattrall looked like she wasn't really coming when she came anyway. I guess I'll go. Okay, let me grab my little bag. It's real casual. It's real casual. I don't know if it's something about what Kim Cattrall is wearing I don't like. And I don't mind the jeans. I don't mind the jacket. I think it's the belt, the shirt, and the shoes I have an issue with. Like, she really should have wore a white shirt up under that. The black shirt, for me, I just don't like it. I don't know why. It's very petty. It's very petty. I don't care. I'm petty. Okay? Now, Aman came and she's chic. But I even feel like she should have not worn a black shirt either. Maybe a gold shirt to match the gold buttons. But the shirt and the jacket blend in too much for me. I don't mind the jeans. Okay? We can't really see her shoes. I like a little handbag. Okay? My only thing is I really wish she would have worn a different shirt. I need y'all to know whenever you're wearing a pair of jeans, a simple white shirt. Yeah, all the looks that I'm showing y'all is from the exact same event. Everything. So the same way, because I got look, the same event they at, how they dressed, same event. Same day, I think, too. Same. Okay. But I want y'all to know, if ever you're wearing a pair of jeans, you want to have on either a white shirt up underneath or a bright colored shirt if you're kind of trying to be casual. The reason that Cyndi Lauper red shirt don't match is because her suit is kind of so busy in the purple hair. That was a little bit whatever. Iman, because it's the black jacket, it's a black shirt, it's dark blue jeans. It looked like one thing. You can't even see how chic she is because it all blends in together. And then for Kim Cattrall, the reason her black shirt don't match is because everything else is so light. A light colored jacket, her blonde hair, light colored shoes. Like, if she had on a white shirt, I probably would like them shoes. So the black shirt tosses it off. Okay. Rosie Perez. I can't read what her shirt says. Let me see if I can zoom in for myself. I think it's a kind word. Maybe one kind word. Is cute, but it looked like a Christmas sweater. Okay, it looked Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. It looked like Feliz Navidad. Okay, and that ain't no shade, but it looked like a Christmas sweater, and it's probably a spring, summer silk or chiffon top. Okay, I don't mind her white pants. The white pants is cute, but for some reason that shirt look like it can be a sweater, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But she's Rosie Perez. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's fine. But I don't like the top. I don't. Okay. And Lord, I think her name is Laura Dern. I should have wrote her name now, but I know who she is. It's very comfortable. It's very, I am a adult in life. I live a life of luxury. I live a life of comfort. And I don't think no one has to get all dressed up in heels and shit. Like you don't have to be this dressed up, okay? You can be comfortable. It has to make sense. I don't know if she's wearing a scarf or if the shirt just has that attached. I don't know if she wasted something on her shirt and somebody put the jacket on. Her shoes look very walkable. They're probably Laura Dern. Thank y'all. Laura, I don't know what I said, but yeah, Laura Dern. The shoes look very look. I hit the wrong thing. I am a stickler for I hate heels. I am always in some kind of slip-on sneaker or some. It's real easy for me. Some gym shoes. I'm not one. If I have to wear a dress, like if I'm going to a wedding, you can't wear sneakers to a wedding. You can't. You really can't. You know what I'm saying? I wear dresses long enough you don't see my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because I like comfortable shoes. I don't like walking around here and having shoes on that make me look cuter, but I'm uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm all for a comfortable shoe. And her shoes match her jacket. You know what I wish she had on? I wish she had on Rosie's pants. The issue ain't that she got them loose ass, baggy ass blue jeans. It's the fact that the dark color jeans make everything else look weird. Had she had on some little wide leg pants, some little linen pants, some that's still not too tight, okay, in a bright color, it would have been fine. It would have been fine. The blue jeans make you be confused. Okay, I don't even mind the bright blue purse, but the bright blue purse is weird with the dark blue jeans. Just saying, I'm just saying. But I am all for comfort. I am all for comfort. Okay, now next up, we have a few more of our faves, people we know. Okay, we have Ariana DeBose, our fave, Tracy Ellis Ross. Okay, we have Vanessa Hudgens, we have Rosario Dawson, and then Zazie Beetz. I know her from movies, and I know she was also on, I think, the show Atlanta, but I never knew her name. Okay, so Ariana DeBose outfit confuses me because I feel like, was she supposed to wear the jacket, or was she cold and she just posed with the jacket, or what I'm saying, did someone just toss it on? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I don't mind the skirts, I don't mind the white top, but the black jacket for me makes it seem like someone gave her that because she was cold. So I do wonder what the outfit would have looked like if she did not have the black jacket covering it up. But I'm like, maybe I don't know. Maybe she waits to catch up on the back. Who know? I don't know. I don't know why I got catch up from. Tracy Ellis Ross. I loved this look. Okay, I had seen it. Let me go to her page. I have seen it because y'all know I follow Tracy, so I see everything she posts. I see all her outfits and stuff. So when I first seen, let me share my screen. Share my screen, don't you leave. Promise I'll be here whenever you. You know what I'm saying? That's her daddy. But when I was like, oh God. So I seen it 3 days ago and meant to put it in one of my, lives, but I didn't do any fashion. And when I seen the side angle, I was like, I love it. The drapery of it all, the color, the earrings that match it. Oh, I loved it. It's fashion. It's fashion. I was like, bitch, I want it. I want it. But it would not look the same on me because I'm bigger. And sometimes as a plus size woman, drapery does not always work on our bodies. Sometimes it makes us look bigger. I'm very careful to not wear stuff that makes me look bigger. I'm like, I'm already big enough. Okay. However, I love this dress. Yeah, she's on her tippy toes, wild in heels. Okay, it's the arching point. You understand? But I love the drapery of it all. Okay, and we have to learn that sometimes comfy fashion is still fashion. You do not have to be sucked up in some tight ass dress. You do not have to be uncomfortably dressed to feel like you look beautiful and chic. Okay, and she's a woman of a certain age. She's that doesn't mean I say that about anyone who's 50 or over. You know what I'm saying? So that's never a diss to anybody. But I love the fact that even though she has an amazing body, she don't always be like, let me show my body. Let me show my body. Like she drapes her body in so many ways that the look she puts out, we love them. You hear me? Okay. Now, Vanessa Hudgens. I feel like it's real cute, but it's so basic. It's basic black, waist out, bell bottom arms. Now I love her hair and her makeup. That's cute. But I also feel like it's just so simple. You know what I'm saying? It's just so simple. And sometimes simple works, but sometimes simple is too simple. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes simple is so simple that it's so boring that I'm looking like, no, I don't really want it. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to find Rosario Dawson's page. See if there's any other outfit she posted, but I guess not. I may spell her name wrong. I don't know. But yeah, Vanessa Hudgens is just a little bit boring. Okay. Now Rosario Dawson, I love her outfit. I love the fact that it's like blue and yellow combined. I love the blue belt. I love the short haircut. I love the yellow pumps. The yellow pumps gives you that pump of color. Like, I love everything about it. And I feel like I wonder if Rosario Dawson. I put the name wrong. I want to find her IG page. Does she have an IG? I want to see her page. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, first of all, she in that new movie where she's like not an alien. She's in the Star Wars new show that comes out in August. And she also was in Haunted House, which comes out in theaters next month. It's her and some other people. Okay, Haunted House. No, I'm sorry. Well, it said only in theaters. It probably will be on Disney Plus eventually. But she don't have an offer that day. I wanted to see it. But I want to follow her because I like her. Boom, follow. I'm back. I love her outfit. I love it. I would love to see a fashion lookbook of look that her and Tracy Ellis will put together. Okay, because I can see both of them wearing what each other is wearing. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Okay. Lastly, Zazie Beats. It's too much going on around the legs. I love her shoes. I love the jacket. And I'm like, does the jacket have the bellowing layering around the legs? Is the skirt longer in the back? Is a little person hiding behind her? I'm not sure. I feel like I'm a bit confused about everything from the thigh down to the calves. It's confused. I love the jacket. Okay, I don't mind the short skirt. It's the back of the shit that I don't understand. Okay, but I think it was a good try. Okay, next up, who is it? I don't remember. Okay, so I could not find a single photo by herself of Aisha Hines, so I had to pull one of her, Gabrielle, and Lala. But we also have Alicia Keys. We then have I forgot her name that quick. Um, she's on. What's her name in Orange, y'all? Her name just pop out my head. She's on 911. She's been in all kinds of stuff. I think she was on Soup Soup. So y'all know her name, but she's in the Orange. Janet Herbert, Will Smith auntie on the show. And then Aisha Hines, who plays on 911 as well. Well, she's on the regular 911. The other lady is on 911 Lone Star. I like Alicia Keys' outfit. Some folk don't be liking Alicia Keys. I like Alicia Keys and how she dressed. Okay, now I was like, is that a belt or underwear? I did not know if the black part was supposed to be shown. I was confused. We don't know. But I love the color on her. I love how she is sticking to the not much makeup at all. Just her beautiful face. Okay, a little lip, and that's really all. I love the little pointy toed shoes. That's cute as well. Okay, a cargo pant is still cute. Okay, a little crop top still cute. Earrings still cute. So I love the outfit. Okay. What's her name? Let me find the name because y'all didn't tell me yet. And I feel like I know who she is. I know for a fact I know who she is because I watch her all the time. Let me see. What is her? Gina Torres. I know her. You know what I'm saying? I know her. And I'm like, why can't I remember? Gina Torres. Yeah, Gina Torres. Okay. I love her. I love her suit. Love it. I love the color. I love the white shirt up. Again, when you have bright colors, white shirts is what make the color pop a bit more. Just a bit of splash in the middle of the whiteness is what made it outfit look great. Okay, then with the white pumps. You hear me? And it's tailored to her body. Okay, I love the little chain around it. Updo bun. Absolutely love. Okay, absolutely. I got an orange dress. I may wear it tomorrow. What's on wearing tomorrow? I may wear my orange dress tomorrow because I love orange. Anyway, love it. I love her outfit the same as I love Alicia. Okay, Janet Hubert. She is also a woman of a certain age. She comfortable. Like once you get to the age of that's your fashion, that's your fashion. You know what I'm saying? I love ain't nothing wrong with baggy pants and some sandals, and it's very all of it is oversized, and I feel like that's her style. You know what I'm saying? The earrings. You know what I'm saying? It gives a very Afrocentric, calming spirit vibe. to it. And maybe after all the shit she's been through, you know what I'm saying, over the years, she just wants to be happy in some big ass pair of pants and bellowy tops. I'm not sure. What I do know is I like it. I do. I do. I do. Okay. Because unlike, let me show y'all, unlike, some of these looks, here, with, which aren't so, not so ever, I feel like Janet knew exactly what she was wearing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like I was at home sitting around having brunch and I said, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the no. She like, this what I'm wearing today. I'm gonna pick this out to wear. Okay, I like it. Now, Aisha Hines, who's on the end in the all white, I loved this look because I make a little bit bigger. You got to see a little bit more. I love the look because it's tailored. It's so chic. It's refined. I love the hat. I love the red lip. I love how she rocks her bald head. You know what I'm saying? Or keeps it very, very close shave to her head. And saying, I'm like, I love it. I love it. It fits her. The pants are not too long. You see the white stitching down the side. I mean, it has detail. It's not just a simple white suit. Even though she's in all one color, you can tell the top. You can see the belt. You can see the pants. You can see the tailoring around the arms. It's everything. And if the suit wasn't bad enough, okay, to shut shit down, the black tilted hat. I said, come on, do it for me. I like it. So I loved all these looks. Okay, now I think it was Wednesday. What was that? I think it was one set of things. Maybe it's two more. These are some white women. Some of their names I remember. Some of them I may forget. I don't remember. But we have Heather. I think it's Heather Graham, Amy Poehler, Claire Danes, Deborah Messing, and then Jane Fonda. Heather Graham dress looked like a whole bunch of doilies. Like Heather, her dress just reminds me of a bride at her bridal shower. But I just feel like the dress pattern looked like a whole bunch of like the cup holder things. It's not bad at all. But when I'm like that, like it, and it also looked like it can be paper, like lace doily papers. Amy Poehler, it looked like it's an aviation outfit. It looked like she gonna go fly some planes in the 1950s. Okay, the pants are too long, and because she seemed like she's not that tall, and they are high waisted pants. The fact that the pants are still about 2 or 3 inches too long, but she wore them anyway. I do that all the time. You just walk real wide, okay, make it the pants flare. I still feel like she could go fly a plane. And the color is, it's fine. Claire Danes looked like she's a fish caught in a fishnet. Okay, we know she's pregnant. Congrats on the belly bump. But I'm like, why they put you in a fishnet? Why? Deborah Messing looked like Grace from Will and Grace. I'm like, that's something I feel like Grace would wear to a tea party. It's cute though. Yes, it's to me it's whimsical. You know what I'm saying? It's not too serious. It also gives me tie-dye 1970s. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's whatever. Okay. Jane Fonda. Jane had 2 suits on. This is only one of the suits. I didn't care about the other one. But I'm like, she's a white woman of a certain age, in a suit. It's cute though. Her hair is cute. She looks great. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But unlike our sister Aisha Hines, where her white suit looks a bit more tailored, and you can see how the suit is. I feel like Jane's blends together, you know. And lastly, there's three folks who I don't know, but I wanted to discuss their looks. We have three white women. Don't know who they are. Wrong thing I meant to do going on here. Three white women, I don't know who they are. But I liked their outfits. Even though the first dress looked like a Christmas tree, but in black. I like it. It reminds me of a Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, whatever. I like it anyway, okay? And then the orange suit, even though it has a lot of buttons, I like it for some reason. And I don't know why. I think I like the color of it all. I do wish I did not see her feet, and that's petty, but whatever. But for some reason, I like the orange, yellowish suits. And then the last one, who I feel like she has Aubrey O'Day's old face before she had any surgery done. I like the suit. I do. I like the suit, even though I wish the pants were 1 inch, maybe 2 inches shorter, and they will fall better on her legs. I still love the suit, the jacket. I love that she wore a sports bra type of crop top shirt with it. Okay, it's cute. I love the crisscross applesauce stripes or whatever that shit is. I don't know, but either way I go, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was just cute. It was cute. Okay. But that is all I have for fashion. I want y'all to take one little second and like the video, please. Because liking is the thing to do. Okay, now let's get to sharing some stuff. Okay, sharing my IG and whatnot. Okay, so few things. So we're gonna first wish some good wishes to the brat and big booty Judy. Okay, the brat is in the hospital. You know, now she said our due date is not until July 27th. Our doctor said that we can safely do it at 38 weeks as we are a mature age for pregnancy, which would be 7/13. That's in about a month. Well, last night we came here to the hospital and we are trying to keep him in at least another 2 weeks, but he may have other plans, okay? And so they're asking for, just a little prayer, okay, for a safe delivery, a safe hold the baby in, we don't know. Okay, but the brat, they posted it 4 hours ago. Then I still watch our show tonight. We're gonna be watching from the hospital. Okay, again, baby on the way. Now y'all know babies have their own time, and babies do what they want to do. They don't be lit. They say fuck what you want. I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's my motherfucking mama. I'll come out when I want to. Okay, but they're hoping to keep baby in for another, at least 2 weeks, at least. Because that will get them to around July, okay? So, we're going to wish them well. Now, while the brat round there, okay, she supposed to be sitting at downstairs. The brat round here, they round there dancing. They round there dancing to that new Gracie song about rowing the boat. And I'm like, brat, sit yourself down. Okay, you're gonna shake the baby out. Okay, you're gonna shake him out your vagina. You don't sit down somewhere and get some rest. Okay, now we all know some folk have the the baby mama song or whatever. It's like, no, she wants to dance to the So Gracie song, and I was like, ma'am, sit down. That's not bed resting. Okay, that's not bed resting. Now, some folks like, well, the baby want to come out, the baby want to be born, by Juneteenth. No, keep that baby in there until it's ready. Okay, but either way go, we're gonna say some prayers and some well wishes to Brat and Judy that whatever God wants, God gonna have his way. Okay, but a safe delivery, a safe baby delivery, a safe baby holding in, whatever. We want all that to be what it is. Okay, now I saw this earlier today. Okay, I was at work, minding my business, and I was like, he dead? Now, TMZ, in my opinion, should have known when you post a picture of exclusive Al Pacino and this say, it says AIDS or whatever, so many people thought it said that man was gone to glory. I was like, Lord, I texted him. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was FaceTime him at work. So my phone fell. FaceTime call. I'm like, oh Lord, what's going on? And I'm like, oh. It said Al Pacino, I'm a dad at 83. I'm like, TMZ ain't shit. You hear me? Because everyone in the comment section on the post was like, oh my God. I thought it said I'm like, I thought he was dead. And I'm like, he just had a baby. However, no. Congratulations to Al Pacino, who's 83 and alive. He's a father again. Okay, the lady who his girlfriend, okay, or the girl he was banging or whatever, had the baby. He now has 4 children. He's 83 with his 4th kid. But I was like, Lord TMZ, what is you doing? It made me mad. But TMZ be posting stuff and they know it be kind of suspect. And they don't be caring. And they make me wrong. Okay. I hope not. That'll be weird. If Al Pacino baby and the Brat and Big Booty Duty baby had like play dates, that's just weird. I don't know. I just want that man to, you know what I'm saying? Look, I hope that man live for at least another 18 years. Just so the kid can get to know you. I want to live long enough for your child to get to know you, to have some kind of memories for getting to know you, getting to know all about. Do that, something. We thought that man was dead, but he ain't. Okay? Now, lyrical. Now, I feel like every once in a while, some people come around here and they want some attention. Okay? Lyrical up at, we have a debate. You know what I'm saying? How long do you wait to have sex with somebody after meeting them? I'm like, first of all, you too old to be asking this question. Meaning, why you care? Why you care? I feel like only you know how long you want to wait until you have sex with somebody. Because if somebody say, I wait a whole year, you may not want to wait a whole year. Some folks may say, I wait a whole day. You may want to wait longer than a day. Okay, whatever everybody should wait the appropriate amount of time for their penis or vagina. But people asking, well, how long? Girl, who cares? Because my thing is, if you bang somebody on the first night, so what? If you wait 3 months, so what? If you are a responsible adult and you're practicing safe sex, how long you wait is up to you. Okay? Because waiting a day, a month, 3 months, or a year isn't going to, all that means that you ain't having no sex. Because some folk, you can wait 90 days. Okay, 90 days you wait, we did have sex, and then it's horrible. And you're mad, okay? Or you wait 90 days and it's great, y'all keep dating, and then 6 months later, he's an asshole. Okay, or you wait a whole year, y'all do it, it's great, y'all get married, and then 2 years after getting married, you find out he ain't shit. My thing is, waiting to have sex with somebody really just depends on your preference and what you want to do. But making someone wait don't mean that anything down the line may not happen. If you meet somebody and y'all want to do it, go do it. You're an adult. Now, I would not give the same advice to anybody who was 21 years or younger. I would not. I would say, hold up. But at her age, at my age, I'm not. No, I'm gonna wait until I'm ready. But if I'm ready on night one, y'all forgot I have my thing sitting here. I'm having to drink it out because it's been sitting here for 55 damn minutes, and it's a lot of juice now. But I don't want to refreeze it. That's what happens when I'm paying attention to the thing. But back to my point of saying you should wait how long you want to wait for what you want to do. Don't let anybody else tell you to wait longer. Don't let anyone else tell you to not wait long enough. If you want to wait until you're ready, that's on you. It really, really is. What I will say is anyone who does not wait, it don't make them no garden tool. You know, they're not a hoe out here in these streets. I do feel like you should not. The one thing I will say is, you know, you can't have instant chemistry with everyone you meet. You know what I'm saying? So if you out here and if you meet, if in 6 months worth of time you meet 36 men, and if you had sex with each of them because you felt like we had chemistry, that's a bit much. 36 in 6 months, so that's the only gotcha. It's like you should really only ask that question if you're not trying to be out here, banging a whole bunch of people because you meeting all these men or women and you feel connected to them. What I would say in that case is wait at least 2 weeks to be sure that you ain't tripping. Don't bang 36 men in 6 months. I'm just saying. Let's see the comments. What they say? Just wait as long as you want to wait. Who gives a fuck at what people do? You're too old for that. You know what I'm saying? Someone's after sex, make sure they clean. Make sure they clean because you do not want dirty penis. No one wants dirty stuff. Make sure it's clean. Okay. Apollo Nida. Now, Apollo, in my opinion, has been trying to put his toe back into, TV of reality. Okay. Karla Pace has been available since like midnight. So it's been available all day. Karla Pace does not come on like at a time at night. It comes on like the day of. So it was on early today. I know that because I seen the blog post about it while I was at work. So then I went and watched the episode. So yeah. Apollo Nida. He applied and asked for his probation to end early. However, he still owed $1.9 million in restitution. I'm like, sir, if part of your sentencing was to repay the money that you were convicted of stealing, and I don't have to say allegedly because he was convicted. You have to pay that money back. Like, I believe that's a part of the probation. Even if they do not extend your probation because you still owe money, they won't end it early when you still owe the monies. Okay, so the judge denied. They said, nope, nah, bro. Okay, when he asked to end his 5-year probation early because he still owed $1.9 million in restitution. Now, allegedly, because he got out in 2019. He went to jail in 2014, got out in 2019, was on probation. Okay, and they say he's paid back a little over $120K in the past 2 to 3 years. I'm like, where did he get the money from? I really wonder like what he doing or whatever, but he's paid back $120K towards the $2 million, but he still owes $1.9 million. And it said while his attorney submitted he has made a turnaround in his behavior, the prosecutors, however, are unsure about where he gets the money from. Okay, so they do not want to grant him an early release because you still owe money and we don't fully know how you making the money. So I'm like, sir, they were not gonna let you off that easy. They weren't. And if you thought they were, then you're a little bit foolish. Now that he was just on the show, what was it called? Couples Retreat with the wife. So I'm like, sir, keep doing these little shows, get a little money, whatever, pay them off. Okay. You can scrape up $2 million if you do a whole bunch of shows. You and Peter should do a I don't know about Peter. But you can go on Zeus. Go do a Zeus show. You and Peter have a Zeus show where you should manage Peter's restaurants. It could be a different version of Restaurant Wars, okay? Because y'all warring against the tabloids who say that Peter don't pay people. Okay, I don't know. But again, sir, you not getting off that easy, not at all. Now, a little bit for Hazel E. Y'all know Hazel E used to date Young Bird. Back in Love and Hip Hop days, Young Bird was his name. When he left that show, because it was a whole bunch of drama, he changed his name to Hitmaker. Hitmaker. Okay, and we've seen him do a whole bunch of hits. Okay, Hazel E was, I don't know who podcast this is. Oh, it's the We in Miami podcast. Okay, who's been talking to people, and she was talking about how Young Bird, Young Hitmaker, has a small penis. Called him a fun-sized shrimp penis man. And I was like, but ma'am, you was on that show crying about that man. This is what I do not understand. I don't understand. When that's the equivalent of someone who was with a plus size woman. Okay. And when we break up, all of a sudden I'm fat. I was fat when you was with me, sir. So Bird had a young penis the whole time you was on that show crying for that man. So to now be on a podcast calling him shrimp, and I'm like not pulling out the measuring tape to say it's little. Okay, it's about 4-5 inches, and that only like 5. He is first of all, Young Bird never gave off big penis energy ever. He may be a confident man, he may be cocky, but I don't think anyone around here thought, oh, he packing. Not me, not I to the cat. But anyone coming up later, that's like if Bird was to say, you know what I'm saying, well, she got her cooch thing. It's like when you was banging her. You was obsessed, not gonna say obsessed. You were addicted to that man enough where you fell out with folk about him. Was mad about him. You know what I'm saying? You was upset. So the dick, it was little then. So Hazel, cut it out. Okay? Also, she around here having beef with her baby daddy. Now, her and that dude is a Devon. I don't know who worse, her or him. They both are aggravating because they had this drama-filled relationship that we all, the minute we saw them on couples retreat, the marriage boot camp. The minute we saw them on marriage boot camp, I feel like we all collectively said that's bad, that's toxic, that ain't gonna work. But she stayed with him. They had the little baby girl or whatever. Now they broke up or whatever. And now they keep going back and forth. But this time, hey, and when they go back and forth, I don't cover it. I don't care. I don't care. However, I want to ask a question. So Hazel E tried to call out Devon for, as she's saying, not getting their daughter a birthday gift. The daughter about 2. She's not over 3. She's 2 or 3. I don't know. And so what she put out on her thing is the new wave not to get your only child anything for their birthday. Okay? That's her question. She's just alluding to him not getting a girl nothing. She then says, so I guess flights to and from LA plus beans and rice and corn for fake custody photos. No gift for your only daughter, your only child's birthday. Damn. Now, I said, well, babies should have gifts. They should. So she then started posting their texts to each other. Okay. And, deadbeat, clown face, joint custody, she'll grow up in poverty. I'm like, not poverty. Poverty? Okay, and then it says FUHOE, you're an ignorant old hoe, shaking my head, how I'm a deadbeat bitch. I just spent thousands to come see her and do stuff with her. You ignorant bitch. Go live in hell. And you be is you leave this earth and be in hell. Okay, was gonna get her this big toy, but it wasn't gonna make it there in time, so I'm gonna have to send cash. You're so ignorant. I swear I hate you. You're so fucking fake. I spent $250 to Ava for her birthday, trying to see what she needs. You don't tell me. Wow. And we see a screen grab of him sending $250 somewhere. Okay, this is the gotcha. This is my question. If he like, well, I came to visit her, I spent time with her, I took her out to get some food, is that him saying, how would that be? I just spent thousands to come see her and do stuff with her? Is he wrong for not getting a gift? If they live in different states and he fly to come see her and spend time with her, is he a deadbeat for not spending money on a gift for the baby? I feel like I'm a firm believer, if the baby is taken care of and don't need shit because she's 2, but you're spending time with her, I think that's a good thing. Because time to me means more than money. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't know what he pays as far as child support or whatever. I don't know. And it don't seem like she's saying you don't spend money or help me. This was strictly about you did not buy her a actual birthday gift. Even though, because she said, she put up, I thought, so I guess flights to and from LA, it's, I'm like, well, I mean, so I'm like, but he came to see it, right? He spent time with her. Would you admit it to that he came and spent time with her? So I feel like him not getting her a gift is not a big deal. Also, because their child is so young, she don't need shit. I mean, clothes. She needs stuff to live, yes. But I'm like, what are you talking about? Okay, and so folks was like, ma'am, he spent $250. Go buy your child a toy. Like, he sent you money. He sent you $250. Like, to me, she's 2. She $250 is cool. What else does she need? Go buy some toys, okay? Because he came there. Also, how they say he ain't rich. He ain't Khaled. I also don't understand people fussing about child support issues online. Like, it's weird to me that a person is upset that all The baby that he did was come and spend. You upset that all he did was come spend time with a baby and sent you 250 for a toddler. Like the fuck? Okay. Now I don't know if he paid whatever. This has nothing to do with child support, daycare, nothing. This is strictly about the birthday that she's saying he ain't do shit for, but admitted he came and at least spend time. Now, should he do more? Could he do more? I'm sure he could. But I want us to get also, you know what I'm saying? If he would have bought the girl a gift, that wouldn't help pay no rent or pay no child care. The gift would be for the baby. Okay, so I need Hazel E to cut it out and for them to take us out the goddamn group chat. John Amos. First of all, where is Florida Evans? Okay, somebody get Florida on the phone. I know she did, but somebody call Florida Evans from beyond the grave and tell her get down here because they around here mistreating James. So John Amos, his daughter, like last week, and I had saved the damn live she did, but forgot to like download it. The daughter had put up a post, and the daughter is the girl in the photo. Okay, the daughter put up a post on her IG where she was saying John was being mistreated. It was elder abuse. Someone had emptied his house out. She had opened up a GoFundMe and all this stuff, and it was discrepancies between if she was lying or not. Okay, if she telling the truth or not. Now, his son, who is with him a lot or whatever, that's the daughter. That's the daughter. That's the daughter. That's the daughter. Oh, here you go. Boom.
Me again. I just saw that a TMZ story broke. Half of the story broke. There's definitely another side to that story. So I'm live here. Hello, everyone. I see that a TMZ story broke, and unfortunately, it says some really like that I made this up, which is not true. And so I would invite TMZ to do some accurate reporting and check with the Colorado Bureau of Investigations to see if there is, in fact, a real case, because there is, and I am not crazy. So, um, thank you, TMZ, for breaking the story, but I want you to report it accurately. And all due respect to my father's response, I understand that, hey, it's me again.
This
what problems you're experiencing legally and what you would like us to do for you, and then I can tell you what we can do, what we can't do, and how long it'll take or how short it'll take. Okay. I'm an 83-year-old man and I have two children. My son is here with me in the hospital in Memphis. He's at my bedside, and I'm not in the hospital as a result of anything that happened recently, other than the fact that about a month ago I was hospitalized because I was suffering from
Water retention.
water retention and a couple of other issues, all of which have been corrected or at least addressed. I've very capable and I'm very confident in the doctors that I have here and the medical staff that my son has assembled around me. So I feel really good about that. Well, just tell me what the issue is. My main issues are that I feel that I was prior to entering the hospital. I had some ongoing issues with my daughter, who I feel has taken advantage of me, and she would be the primary uh, suspect, if you would. I don't know if that's the right term to use or not, but she's the one that I would attribute my elderly abuse to. And it's definitely a case of elderly abuse because, as I said,
so That's the only like even clip we have of him talking about it. And he is saying the daughter who was claiming he was being abused as an elderly person by somebody else, he like, no, she the one doing it. Okay, my son here, like the daughter don't even live here. She live like out of the country. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what is she doing? Because for her to put up a video saying he's been abused, put up a GoFundMe asking for money for him, saying he was being, kind of like kidnapped. It was crazy stuff, okay? And I was like, I don't think that's legal. And if you can say that your elderly parent is being abused, they can't do this, they can't do that, you want to make it seem as if they are not in the right mind, that make the courts give you power. And so the fact that I think his son, because the son or somebody on TikTok put this short clip up of him talking to the lawyers or whatever. And I'm like, he sounds like he's a sound mind. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He sounds like I'm not being abused by anybody. She's the one doing things, against me that I don't agree with. Okay, so don't believe her. So we don't know much more than that. But if any of y'all saw the daughter's post from like 3-4 days ago and saw the GoFundMe and her then saying, I'm not lying, my dad saying it's not true, that isn't really real. And since then, she's taking it all down. I'm like, man, when you busted, did you get caught? And then just felt like I'm gonna take it all down? Because I'm like, I know I saved it, but I went back, it was deleted. So I doubt she'll get the money from the GoFundMe. And I'm happy that at least the son is there with him to be sure that okay. When your parents get old, don't be around here trying to steal shit. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Okay. Now let me get back to the other stuff. Okay. So Lamar Odom. Speaking of scamming. Okay. Now we know Lamar Odom, who was married to Chloe and won't let that go. He refuses to let it go. Okay, he want to count Chloe's ex-husband, whatever. However, his old manager, he is suing her for $1 million. Okay, because she was stealing, as he said, in different ways. So he's accusing her of forging documents to steal his home. Okay, I'm like, not a whole house. I'm like, what are we doing here? Okay, so per the Jasmine brand, okay, he's accusing her of forging signatures to steal a Brooklyn house that's been in his family for about 30 years. Okay, now he's 43. Now I feel like he keep having issues with management and people who are in charge of his stuff. And it's crazy. Okay, so he said he fired the lady Tonita Bybee or Bibby. I don't know, it's Bybee. Okay, he fired her in May of 2022. He said that she forged the signature, sold the house. Okay, he said it was a fraudulent transfer. That the people who was living in the house, like his aunties or whatever, the people living there are now affected because they have to move out. A house in Brooklyn. His aunt was living there until her husband passed away in August of 2022. Now that aunt who was in the family home that's been in a family for 30 years, 3 decades, okay, has to move out because Tonita sold the house from up under Lamar, as he said. Okay, and Lamar said she acted with malice, wanton dishonesty, and a high degree of immoral turpitude. I think that's the word. I don't know. He accuses her of identity theft, embezzlement, conversion, misappropriation, and various other iterations of fraud. She's a fraud, and it's federal. Okay, a whole fraud around here. Now I'm like, that's a lot. But he said she used his name, social number, his email address, and his social media accounts, okay, to defraud people and defraud businesses or whatever, by accepting speaking engagements and speaking appearances or whatever after she was fired. So she was also still getting paid using my name, even though I had fired her in May of 2022. Okay. He also said that she still owes him money from gigs he did on TV, from an NFT deal. When he was on Celebrity Big Brother and on College Hill. I'm like, so you've been doing all this shit and ain't got paid for nothing? Not y'all saying he on crack. Now he on crack. I don't know if he on crack. Now he sold up a crack. I don't think he's on crack anymore. I hope he not. I hope he not on crack no more. Because anybody who used to do crack could probably still do it again, but I hope not. I hope not. Okay. Anyway, it's in the courts. Now the courts have to settle it. The courts have to say what is to be done. If she did all this, she is a scammer. And I would hope he didn't ask her to sell their house only to blame her for it later. Because usually you have to get stuff notarized. He was also saying the notary lying that he never was, present for any notary thing and seeing signed shit. So if that mean what that would mean, the notary would as well would be held, would be arrested because that's illegal. Okay, that's illegal. Now, when I seen this, I was like, Lord, if it ain't one thing, it's another. So the boxer Conor McGregor, you see what it say. A woman is accusing him of something, accuses him of this going on at, I believe, game 4 of the NBA Finals. And she's accusing him of him and his bodyguards getting her to be alone with him and one bodyguard in like a bathroom, and he forced her to kiss him. He forced her to perform oral sex. But that she only got away because she kept, I guess, like elbowing him or whatever, and she ran away. She forced them to give her like purse and stuff back. And then 2 days after the situation, she went to the police, gave the police the clothes that she was wearing that day. I wasn't there, so I don't know. All I'm saying is an allegation out there, and she went to the police within a couple of days of it. Let's have it handled in the court of law. So she followed the procedures of reporting it, kept the clothing that had whatever DNA on it. So we shall see. We shall see. Some folk were saying, where it was a busy night, it was the night of the finals. And her saying how they got her to a secluded part of the arena. It was just her, him, and a security guard or whatever. Look, it's gonna be investigated. The arena is also, helping, because the cameras, you know what I'm saying? So if a camera see her work, you know what I'm saying? It's camera. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Okay. Now, lastly, these people around here. Okay. So, Amber and let me put this one. Amber and Joseline. Okay, so if y'all have not seen the latest episode of the show, it came on today, and the blogs had already put out a story about them both being expelled. Now, the gotcha is, I think people thought we knew what we knew. Joseline let it out that she got put out. But when she said that before we saw the episode. And once we saw the episode, it was like, oh, well, Amber was the one, who reacted first. Okay. So the episode that came on, today was Fallout. So we first see, Dr. Petty talking to Amber. She talked to both of them separately. Okay, so Dr. Petty's the one who like kind of runs whatever. Now Amber was like, Joseline has been bullying people since she came here. In the classroom, I felt bullied by her. She told me I want to be white. She was yelling at me. I felt intimidated. Then while trying to walk away, I blacked out. Okay, I saw her face. I heard her talking to me, and I blacked out. I feel horrible that what I did, but I was triggered and I blacked out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my kids seeing me that way. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that was my reaction. Now I feel two ways. I feel like Amber saying I was triggered was true. Some folks don't like her. Y'all know me. I'm, you know what I'm saying? I explain all sides. So, you know what I'm saying? I think people do not want to understand the fact that Amber feel like she's two things. I'm mixed race. And because I'm mixed race, because of how I grew up and how I was treated by either black or white folks, I am in constant turmoil with myself. What makes that worse is while I'm in turmoil with myself, other people are telling me how I should feel. So no matter how you care about her as a person, I feel like that's her thing to deal with. That's part one. I do feel like she felt like Joseline was bullying her because we know Joseline is a bully. So even though Amber was 100% wrong for putting her hands on Joseline first, I also feel like she said, she snapped. I don't think she wanted to fight Joseline. I think she felt bullied, as we know Joseline is, and she snapped and she swung. So Amber should not have hit Joseline. But as we always say, words have power, and you have to be sure that the words you use don't get you popped. That don't mean popping someone is right, but it means people. I told them before, I don't know how I would react if somebody was coming at me on some racial stuff. I don't know if I would be able to hold my composure. I don't know. But I'm also fully aware that fighting ain't the answer. I don't see myself running up on someone because they're, talking, some bullshit. Now, if you in my face, if I can touch you, you too close. Period. So Joseline is a bully, always been a bully, always fighting. So for me, I'm like, Joseline can't play victim in my eyes, because Joseline has victimized too many people for her to feel as if she was an innocent bystander. Fuck that. You hear me? But again, no one should put their hands on nobody. Okay. So Dr. Petty, like, look, I get it. I get how you feel. You felt like she was attacking you verbally. You felt triggered. I get all that. I support you being here, whatever. I care about you. However, I have to uphold the legacy of our institution. So I have to send a message to everybody, to you, to future folks, or whatever. I need everyone to be aware of what we do not. We do not tolerate this behavior. And we told y'all on day one that fighting is not allowed. So you can't move forward here as a student at this time. So Amber, to me, was like, what? So after getting hit first, and when I said, bitch, what? After getting hit first, Dr. Pace said, Amber, she did not hit you first. Well, after her, being racist towards me, I can't defend myself. You can, but not physically. Cuss her ass out right back, okay? So when Dr. Petty said, first of all, y'all were in a classroom, okay? We don't support that kind of behavior. I told y'all that day. I said if Jocelyn and Amber had gotten into a fight off of campus in the house, but anywhere except the classroom or on the campus, it would not have been a big deal. Okay, and I think the issue was y'all got into a fist fight in a classroom where there were also other students who attend school here and were faculty. And I was like, that's crazy to me that you fought in class. That was the crazy part, okay? And so her point, like, y'all were fighting in a classroom. We can't support that shit. Now, when Amber said, I get it, but it's unfair. Now she got up and she walked out. And she was like, I just feel like it's an injustice and saying I'm upset. I think they should have understood where I came from or whatever. And like they just threw it. I say, Amber, first of all, you have to understand people can understand, how you felt. However, that does not excuse or exclude you from suffering the consequences of your actions. I think everyone understood why she snapped. I think everyone understood why she was triggered. Because in her life, that's her cross to bear, and someone kept poking her button. Jocelyn kept poking, and I told y'all, they cut out a lot of what was being said between them. And she snapped. So I feel like, wow, she was sorry. I'm sorry it happened. I don't think she wanted to fight. I don't. I do think she don't want her kids in there fighting. I believe that. However, you can be clear in saying, I felt this way, but I get that what it was wrong. And so that's why I can't say. Had Amber not swung first, maybe I would be like, okay, she could have stayed. Had she not swung first, had she been walking away, and let's say she was walking away and Jocelyn like reached out to grab her and she turned around and swung thinking she was been attacked, that would be the only reason she would not. But no, you walked up and you snapped and you started fighting somebody. So you are being clear in how you felt disrespected. And I feel like Jocelyn was there. That's wrong. And what he said. However, you do not get to be excluded from the consequences. And the fact that Dr. Petty was so understanding and telling you, I get how you felt that way. I get it. They all saw the reason why she got so pissed. Even Dr. Petty said, I get it. You were triggered. You snapped. You blacked out. I get that. And I feel so bad for you. However, this is a HBC girl. HBCU. And we have to uphold our legacy. And you being sent home is you also getting, you should never let your fist do the fighting. At all. Okay? So Amber was upset, whatever. But again, she was expelled. Now, Dr. Petty then brought in Joseline. Now, Joseline, to me, ain't shit. I would never not have that opinion of her. Because for the most of it, we've all seen Joseline antics over the years, from her on Love and Hip Hop to now. We've never really seen Amber at all. Like, we don't really know of Amber. She's done a few interviews, and I do feel like people have picked apart stuff she said on like maybe 4 or 5 interviews over the year. Even the interview she did where she said, "I don't see myself as a black person," was from like 8 years ago. And I feel like her also always saying, "I'm both." I feel like she does not know how she's in that turmoil of, "I don't know yet," whatever. But we've never seen Amber in any way to judge her much. It's little shit for Amber. It ain't much. We have seen enough of Joseline since her first season on the show of Love and Hip Hop to know how she is. And we know for a fact she's worse now. So Joseline walking in crying, I don't get why I'm hitting at the petty. I don't get it. I was like, miss me with the bullshit. To me, this is a victimizer using one situation to come off as a true victim. And I don't think she's a true victim. Again, she did not ask to be beat up. Well, she did not. No one has a right to hit her. No one has a right to put their hands on anybody. But Joseline does that on a regular basis. On a standard Tuesday, that's what she do. The fact that we just seen her going cocaine bear ape shit on somebody on camera to me proves she ain't no fucking victim. And I can say that while also saying no one deserves anyone putting their hands on them. That ain't me defending Amber. That's just me saying Joseline also ain't shit. Amber was wrong for hitting Joseline. True. But Joseline also ain't shit. And can't nobody tell me different, okay? So her coming there crying to me was some bullshit. For the first time, she feel like I can be a victim. I'm be a victim. Okay? And I also love how Dr. Petty was also kind to Joseline in the conversation. You know, Dr. Petty was like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Here, classrooms, and here is a safe space for everybody to express how they feel and what they feel. And I think her point was, you created a hostile environment by you constantly poking at Amber, knowing she feels some kind of way about how she identifies. She's made it clear over the years she can't see herself as either part because she don't feel comfortable in either space. She's been open and vulnerable enough to tell folk, I don't know what the fuck I am. I don't know. I'm white, I'm black, I'm this, I'm that. I don't know. And to me, Amber let them know that. Joseline did what? She used that shit as a goddamn poking stick. I'm gonna keep poke. I'm gonna keep poking you. I'm gonna keep poking you because I know you don't like it. I know you don't. The same way on Love and Hip Hop, she would call Mimi the maid. Hey maid, with your maid, you know what I'm saying? She would do things to, I stole your man. She do that. She poke people. Now, I'm going to keep reiterating, nobody deserves to be hit. No one deserves to be attacked. But we've seen Joseline do that on every occasion she could. And this is why. Love and Hip Hop, they be fighting all the time. That it was what it was. On Joseline's Cabaret, she know security not going to let nobody really get at her. Joseline only do this shit on TV shows she's with. Joseline not gonna run up in no regular city and fight no regular girl, cause she got ass whooped. Joseline does this on TV shows where she know she's protected. On Love and Hip Hop, you only can fight so much because of security. On her zoo shows, them girls can't really get to her because of security. Even her fighting Big Lex, everybody was basically allowing her to beat up Big Lex. On College Hill, she felt like I can verbally come at you and no one will stop me. I'm not hitting her. I'm not hitting her, even though you're punching her in the face with your words. So when she said, I was having a good time in class, okay, talking about race, she then said Amber kept singling me out in the debates. I felt like she didn't want to be black. And she jumped me. She jumped me. She broke 3 of my nails. She scratched up my face. She attacked me. So why was I out of class today? And I'm like, not the tears. And again, I'm gonna keep stating this. Amber was wrong for hitting Joseline. Because some of y'all, not y'all, some people you ain't saying what you shut the fuck up, okay? Dr. Petty sat there and let her talk and said everyone had, when y'all came here, I told y'all on day 1, everyone here has to hold themselves accountable, be responsible, no fighting, meaning you have to hold yourself with some decorum. And a part of that is how you talk to people. And she said even the professor in the class felt like you went too far in how and what you were going at Amber about. Because y'all know sometimes it ain't is what you say and it's how you say it. And the fact that she think we didn't, when she told Amber, I don't give a fuck how you feel. When the teacher was like, Johnson, no, like she overtalked the teacher. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to make it seem I was attacked. I didn't do just like, no, your words were the same as her fist. So when Amber said she hit me first, she really meant verbally. She did not, because Jocelyn did not hit first physically. Jocelyn hit first emotionally, mentally, and verbally. Period. Jocelyn, and she kept going. That's why you see the teacher, like nobody's really saying, no one was really saying, Amber, stop. Everyone was saying Jocelyn, because it was what she was saying. And the fact that Dr. Petty was saying, everyone felt what and how you were talking to Amber, you took it too far. So that's why I said again, no one has the right. I'm gonna keep saying this. So y'all don't like Jaylee said she. I didn't say nothing besides what I said. Okay, Amber was wrong for putting her hands on Jocelyn. No one should hit anyone. No one deserves to be attacked. I also feel like your mouth has to match the actions, and sometimes you cannot have a fist punching mouth and be surprised when you get punched. I told them before, if I'm fussing with somebody and they get up and coming towards me, we finna fight. And when Amber got up to either leave or fight, Jocelyn kept talking. Cry baby, go cry to your mama. Trigger. Now, again, that does not mean Amber had any right to hit her, but I understand her snapping and beating and fighting Jocelyn, okay? And when Dr. Petty was saying, the professor felt like you was going too far, what you said, Jocelyn then said, well, no, that's freedom of speech, which to me means she, in her head, she think I can say whatever I want because I have freedom of speech. And no matter how it makes somebody else feel, and as she told Amber in that moment, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how you feel. She said that to Amber right before Amber got up and walked up and hit her. Her saying to Dr. Petty, well, what I said don't matter because I have freedom of speech. And Dr. Petty said, no. When you are offensive to other people, and it cuts them personally, it's an issue. Because the whole time she not getting, you not in trouble because you fought back. You not in trouble because you defended yourself when someone hit you. You are in trouble because in you were halfway responsible for the altercation. What you did, how you said, and what you said ignited and made things worse. You not hearing the teacher, you not abiding the teacher. Joseline, you not hearing the teacher say stop. You kept going, added to the issue. You never held any decorum about yourself to not have it be an issue. And while folk don't like Amber because she said she ain't black and I'm like, she said it it was 8 years ago, and she is saying, and sometimes when you hear clips, which I told you all the time, we have to stop listening to 5-10 second clips and not hearing a full dialogue before forming an opinion. And me hearing that little 5-second clip of her from 8 years from 2015, but seeing her on the show when she's saying, I don't know what side, because my whole life I haven't fit in to either side. So I haven't picked what side I'm on. I'm mixed, bitch. I am a black woman. I'm not just black. I'm not just a woman. I'm two things in one. Okay. And if she feels like she's mixed and she can't, she hasn't figured it out, that's her cross to bear. And that was her trigger. And Jocelyn not getting that shows she's a little bit stupid. And at each point, I love how Dr. Petty was not allowing Jocelyn's irrational thoughts of why she wasn't wrong right. Each time she said, well, but I didn't do, but you did this, but you did that. You know what I'm saying? And so I like when she told her, like, you can't be offensive to people and cut them and think it ain't an issue. Because what you did, how you said it, that was offensive. You were offensive to somebody and they reacted. I could not imagine living in a world, because we know race is a huge issue between white and black people. And if you are someone who's literally both, it would be hard to fit in, because some people who are white don't like black people. And if they feel like you're part black, they won't like you. And you go to your black friends who feel like, well, you kind of white. And so that creates turmoil inside of you. It's the same thing as anybody who does not feel accepted. They don't feel like them, who they are. They don't know who they are. It takes a lot of time to admit, I don't know who I am, black or white. I am mixed. And Dr. Pay, like, you know what I'm saying? You were saying stuff that was inappropriate, period. So, John, like, I don't know how what I said, you know what I'm saying, was an insult. How was it an insult to tell someone they don't want to be black? I was like, see, the fact that you don't understand while telling somebody they don't want to be black, you don't get how that's insulting to someone who's telling you, I am still struggling with identifying myself. You are then trying to self-identify me and tell me what to do, and it's pissing me off. She then said, I'm a black woman who speaks Spanish, you know what I'm saying, because my skin is black. And, people told me, you know what I'm saying, that I don't want to be Hispanic, I don't want to be Puerto Rican or whatever, and that don't bother me. So because it does not bother her, she tried to push that off on Amber. And not only saying you black, but adding on to that, you black and you don't want to be black. meaning you kind of hate yourself. And at some point in her life, Amber might have hated herself because she felt so uncomfortable in her skin. So I can understand the the craziness of it all. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, Jesus. Well, first of all, people are middle aged and have crises in life in general. Age does not mean that you don't struggle with something in life. So I would never say that she accepts the fact that she's mixed. But I don't want anyone thinking that because she's in her late 30s, that having any kind of identity crisis is weird, because it isn't. It's called life. And as a 41-year-old woman, there are days where I don't struggle with my identity, but I understand someone who struggles with figuring out who they are. And we have to get to a point where we have to be okay with somebody else who is figuring out who they are. I don't think hey Siri, how old is Amber Rose?
Amber Rose is 39 years old.
And that is not middle age. It's not middle age. I'm not even middle aged. And some people don't even start questioning life until they like 40. A lot of people are 21, 25, 27, 32, and they are up here just accepting not knowing who they are. You get older and that shit gets tired. Because you're tired of not feeling right yourself. So I want look, you can't do that. Okay. Anyway, Dr. Betty explains to her how you didn't even pay attention to the professor trying to calm you down. You know, that what you did in the classroom, what you did first, before Amber hit you, what you did, you broke a rule first. You caused a whole disruption of learning in the classroom with other students who ain't on the show. You know what I'm saying? You did something first. You caused a whole fight, a whole argument before Amber even hit you. You know, and that what you were saying to Amber was derogatory. Dr. Petty held both Joseline and Amber fully accountable on every level. She didn't let either one of them off, but she also understood both of them and their defenses of what they did. You know what I'm saying? However, she at every point where they were trying to, no. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that she made a point. The reason you here is because you caused a disturbance in class. You were saying things that were completely derogatory to Amber. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, but I don't get what I said was wrong. She's still not getting or feeling like anything she said was wrong. And that's fine. However, there is a zero tolerance across the board for anybody. So you cannot move forward as a student at all. And when she says it's zero for it's a zero tolerance policy for everybody. I think her point was both you and Amber. Meaning it's not just you. Y'all both were sent home for different reasons. Joseline was not sent home for physically fighting Amber back. She wasn't. Joseline was sent home and expelled because she would verbally attack another student, said derogatory things, disrupted class. That's why she went home. Amber went home because you physically fought somebody in class. both of them should have went home for what they went home for. And Joseline kept saying, "Well, it's not fair. I would have. It's cool, but you were. It was cool that you had to defend yourself after verbally picking on somebody who then reacted and hit you. But her hitting you does not excuse what you did first. And with Amber, you hitting Joseline does not excuse you hitting Joseline because she said whatever. Don't excuse you hitting her." And I loved the nuanced dance she had to do to be stern, understanding, have empathy, but say, "I said what I said." And the fact that both Joseline and Amber were both upset for going home. Why am I going home? Why am I being kicked out? I defended myself after being attacked. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong, Dr. Patty. So the same way that Amber felt it was wrong for them to send her home because she felt like I was being bullied and I just reacted, Joseline felt I didn't do shit wrong. I got attacked. Why am I going home? They both could not see. Amber knew what she did was wrong. Amber knew and said what I was wrong. I was wrong. I should not have hit her. I get that. So she did at least understand she was wrong. But she still did not feel like she should have went home. Where Joseline, even after having the conversation with Dr. Petty and that man was there too, she didn't see why she was wrong. And that's why I said when she walked in crying, she walked in looking as if she had been crying. But I'm like, not cocaine bed, Joseline. Because you on here crying about, she attacked me. But I'm like, we've seen Joseline attack people on multiple networks or streaming services for years and be the big bad bitch bully. And the one time somebody brought it to her, she crying. The fact that she was on the Drink Champs podcast, I dog walked that bitch. The fact that after the fight, she said to Ray as she was going back in the house, "They lucky I ain't put that bitch head to the window." All that mouth with you crying about it now because she scratched my face, she broke through my nails, she attacked me. No, have that same energy. If you feel like that, if be that same big bossy bat, the same bitch we see when you not be that. This is fake ass shit. This is fake ass shit. Period. So I didn't feel bad for Joseline. I didn't. Mainly because I feel like that was karma. And I don't mean laugh. That's not funny. That's funny. But my point is, you've done too much to cry about one fight. You fight too much to act like one fight caused you so much turmoil. You have caused too many other people pain by your look. Ooh, somebody, I saw it earlier, and they had put up all the fights Joseline had been on. I'm saying something I can do for tomorrow. Joseline had been in since she first, came around here. And when they show her fighting at the Love and Hip Hop reunion, when her and CBJ was running around there like crazy people. I mean, running around like crazy people, fighting everybody. I don't know if y'all remember that. That's when I was like, she can't ever claim that she's, I ain't do nothing. I ain't know you did. You did. And it was you what's a brother? I can't think of who it was. And at first I was gonna save it, but I didn't because I'm like, man, fuck up. But Joseline over the years has consistently fought whoever and wherever and felt like couldn't nobody touch her. Nobody. She's consistently felt the need to fight whoever because she felt like I'm that bitch and security ain't gonna stop me. And I said, so you can't come at me and say, oh, I'm no, ma'am, you can't. Not today, not ever. It just doesn't happen that way because, and it doesn't mean that she can never be a victim because it's what it is. However, you understand because even after filming that scene and feel like no one should attack you, you went on and you and your friends jumped somebody. So at the end of the day, girl, bye. I know she has fans and folks who love her and folks who ride for her, but anyone who does not want to accept the fact that, boom, found it. Hollywood Unlocked. I'll be searching. I see it's an ad plan. Now, y'all know ads play now on my live because I want my money. I'm trying to wait, but y'all can skip it. It's skippable ads. However, which of these are some of her most wildest moments? Now let's look. The 10 of them. You hear me? 10 of them. That was a couple days ago. This the girl crying at the school because Amber, hit her. That's who she wants us to feel like she's an innocent bystander. When her and Melissa crazy ass ran that girl down trying to fight her. Her trying to fight little double homicide because she was coughing. Her. And y'all ain't no sound I don't want to get flat. Okay. Her. That's who y'all, that's y'all queen. Who would let them girls fight for entertainment? Who was a bully badass to them girls? Who was mean to them girls? Hers. Do y'all remember this? Stevie J and Joseline's cocaine lace fight where she fought everybody in the whole building, kept attacking everybody, her and Stevie J. She walked up and attacked Tammy, who ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Tammy in the red dress. On Joseline's cabaret, the first time her and Ballistic went at Big Lex. The first time we seen Ballistic cuss out Big Lex like he ain't a grown ass man. She picked up a candle holder and tossed it across the room. Want to fight everybody? Her fighting the first fight I think this was the first fight. I think it's the first time we seen her fight, and it was her fight Stevie J. This who is upset because Amber Rose fought her. She came crying. Her. That Joseline Hernandez. Bad wig and all. Her fussing with Bonnie Bella. Is it Bonnie Bella? No. Her fussing with the chick on Married Boot Camp. Trying to bully that girl. And Bianca said, bitch, girl, I will fuck you up. Okay? Her throwing money and trying to fight Dime. Calling Dime a hoe. And how she a pimp. That Joseline. Her tossing a drink on Mimi. That girl, look. I had to play all 10. Okay? I had to play all 9. All 9 of them. I had to play all 9. So I feel like anybody around here who don't even just acknowledge what she's done over the years to other people, bully badass in them, don't match the crying one. I can't, I'm just, no, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, it don't work. It won't work. Not today. So, in closing, no one has the right to put their hands on nobody. When your mouth write a check, your ass can't cash, don't come crying. Because sometimes leave people the fuck alone. Because some folk get triggered and they get to swinging. Some folk get swinging and it be a whole bunch. Period. So Joseline, hopefully going forward, she won't fuck with people. And if going forward, if she had that mouth and she going at folk and she ain't learned her lesson, because some people do not know how to not fight back physically. Some people is right on when that comment came across it and I went off, stood up and went off on a troll because that person caught me on the wrong day. You catch folk on the wrong day, and they trigger, and you do not know what your comment can do. It can hurt their feelings. It can piss them off. You get cussed out, and you might get popped. There's nothing wrong with having an active debate, a lively debate, but that wasn't a debate. That was Joseline being Joseline Hernandez. Girl, the fuck back. And Joseline up and crying. She attacked me. She broke one of my nails. She scratched my face up. Like she was crying. Ain't right. Amber must have won. Because why you so mad? Why you crying? And my thing is, I want to if you want to complete college, go to college. I think the final episode come on, next week. So they get kicked out, the week before. But I'm like, ma'am, you crying because you got beat up on TV. And a part of me feel like she also did not want that footage shown. A part of me feel, because when the fight first happened, Ray there was in the car talking on, and we could hear the audio. He like, yeah, not Amber. He like, yeah, Joseline is like telling the production she don't want to be on camera. She want to be on camera. She don't want to film. They forced her to film that quick scene of her come back to the house. And if you notice, when she went back to the house, no camera got close to her just to see her. It's all like house cameras from a distance, and that's it. And then even here, all her hair is covered. The hair is covering up her. You know what I'm saying? And she even had the sweater around her to cover her neck. So I feel like she had scratches all over it, and she just kind of, covered it all up, whatever. But girl, the fuck bye. Okay, but again, no one has the right to hit anybody. Violence is never the answer. Okay, but I need folks to also understand, be careful what you say. I always say, no one has a right to do stuff to anybody. But precaution is always, just the best bet. Talk to folk with some respect. Because not everybody, may not be on the brink of snapping. I said what I said. Anyway, y'all, that's it. Y'all, that's all I got for today. I hope y'all all enjoyed, the show. I hope y'all all enjoyed, Thursday night pop culture, got the news, foolishness, and whatnot, chit chat. Okay, now, I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. It depends. If we get if it's some stuff to discuss, I will be live at 9. I always have the live set up by at least 5. Okay. If you come around here about 5 or 6 p.m. and you do not see a set, I won't be live. But if something happened, if it's something to discuss, we're going to discuss it. Okay, we are always here every day for lively debates to discuss stuff. Okay, that's what I'm doing from now on or whatever. My show reviews we on the weekend. So again, I'm gonna do Housewives of Atlanta. That will be up Friday, Saturday, I don't know. Love and Marriage, Bill Collective, and I am going to do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Those will be up this weekend. Premieres. Okay. Now, I hope you all have subscribed to my channel. Okay. I hope by now, okay, 2 hours in, y'all have liked the video. Do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter and TikTok up the top. Okay. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, and all that shit. Bam. Because I'm great. Okay. I'm great. Y'all great. I hope all y'all are safe. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Okay. Have a great Friday. And one way or the other, I will see y'all soon. Okay. I gotta go. Bye.